Hi, Layla.
How are you, Tara? So lovely to see you.
You too. I have my robe on. I'm ready for my facial.
Oh, you look so fresh and ready to go. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, of course. So as we get into it, I would love for you to introduce yourself, and then I'll introduce myself to your followers. And then we're going to get into our microcurrent and masking, which I just feel like my skin absolutely needs. I had a hard workout this morning. I need some hydration. So I'm really looking forward to learning more about the Knesko mats. So I'm going to hand it over to you.
Thank you. Well, it's like my favorite combo in the last few months. So I am so excited to share my favorite combo to the world. So thank you for having me. So my name is Layla. I'm the founder of Knesko. Knesko is a holistic luxury skincare company that specializes in collagen treatment masks. We also have beautiful rollers. What really makes our product special is we have a proprietary, which is like the gem clinical skincare technology, but all the products are also charged with healing Reiki energy. So as a Reiki master, I actually charge everything Reiki.
So tell us more about that, because you told me that yesterday, and I find it so interesting. One, new face, we believe in just energy work, right? So describe to us Reiki.
Yes, I mean, it's so funny, but for sure, like it's all about current, right? So for me, it goes to like the metaphysical side as well. So I've been doing Reiki for 16 years and aesthetics for like 20 years. So it's always went together for me. And for me, the inspiration behind Knesko was really to encourage clients to take time out for themselves. And throughout my career in the beauty world, I always was connected from the inside out, and energy was always drawn to me. So I was initiated into Reiki 16 years ago. And Reiki is like chi. So it's a life force energy that flows through all things. And, you know, when we are energetically feeling stressed, tired, fatigued, no balance, like per se, it can actually show on our skin, as we know, same like the food that we eat, the water that we drink. So for me, it's all really connected, and it's been the way I was able to live my life. And when it came to launching Knesko in 2012, it was just a natural like progression to bridge science with spirituality, because of course, being in the skincare world means that we want results. And with Knesko's, like the gem clinical technology, products actually deliver. And that's really been our success story behind launching to these big spas, is they would try our products, love it, and call us back.
So when you say that you electrically charge the mask with Reiki, describe that process, because I want to get this like visual of what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's not like the electricity, it's a healing life force energy. So part of charging Knesko means that I initiate the Reiki sacred symbols, and I actually charge everything with products. So for example, before COVID, I would go into the warehouse every couple of weeks, and I would do like a spiritual, like a ritual where I would be charging everything with Reiki. When COVID started, I felt the world is even in a worse shape. Like everybody's feeling very heavy, energetically uncertain. And so what I started doing is actually doing it from my office. So to put it in a plain English, right? It's all about sending love and intention and healing to my clients. So Reiki is life force energy that doesn't really care about time and space. It transcends time and space. So there's no time and space in energy. Energy is everywhere. And my products are infused with gemstones and minerals. So by charging them with Reiki, it amplifies their energy. So for those that are actually wanting to take skincare to the next level, they have the opportunity with Knesko to actually do that. So not just treating it as a amazing skincare line, but when they're actually using Knesko, taking this as an opportunity to take the time out, to disconnect, to go within, to go with an intention to feel different at the end. And if they're open to energy and actually allowing the energy to work, I've heard beautiful stories, and all our products actually have mantras with them. So we have 4 collections: gold, so it's a nano gold repair, diamond radiance, rose quartz, and black pearl. And each collection balances different energy centers in the body and has mantras to go with that. So ideal situation for me, and I mean, it can be different ways, is for our clients to read the step by step, so when they receive our box, instructions really are ritualistic. So rather than just saying, slap this mask on, leave it on 10 minutes, go and do something, like around the house, we actually encourage our clients to slow down, to disconnect, to allow the product to deliver with our technology, which is so important. And then, but also to take it a step further. So if you read some of the, instructions, it tells them to prepare for the self-care journey, to give themselves the gift of time, to allow the energy to work. And then at the end of the Knesko treatment, we actually have mantras to go with that. So mantra for the gold collection is, I honor my, path, healing mind, body, and spirit. So it's all about honoring the third eye chakra and honoring your intuition. So for me, being a mom of 2 little girls, and I know you're as well, it's so important to be grounded. And at the moment, world is kind of crazy. So we are truly a wellness brand that is creating a movement of self-love and self-care, not just through our products, but through everything that we talk about. So women, I feel like we're really hard, on ourselves. And sometimes we know what we need and we have to be just reminded. So Knesko is not really necessarily making up new ideas. We are just really promoting and pushing our clients to make the commitment to ourselves. So with the way my product is designed, the amount of serum, the weight of the product is strategically designed to prevent us from trying to clean or do the dishes and pretend like we are masking in spa, when in reality we haven't shut down and we haven't slowed down. So that's what I do. That's what I hear my client loves to do. But we also obviously have other tips that we can share later. So there's so much I want to say. But
well, I love this because again, I'm learning. New Faces retailed in over 2,500 spas in the nation, and I have to say all of the top spas have Knesko. And I remember going into some of the most beautiful spas here, and it's when you first launched, and I was like what is this? And I'm just seeing it everywhere, and I love the branding, but things that I didn't know were the Reiki, just setting the intention. So yesterday I had just gotten off a live, and for me and my personality, I get high, and then I need to stop and I need to recharge. And so I just kind of fell on the floor. I'm it just feels so good just to lay here for a second. And during this time, we all need it. No matter if you're at home, you're homeschooling, you're working, you're balancing, we're doing 1,000,002 things. It is so important that we take this time. And it's true. Typically, we're masking and we're rolling, and running all over the place to do 1,000,002 things. So I love that this is more of a spiritual tradition that we can incorporate into our routines, right? And it's just a reminder that it's okay to take a second and just relax.
Absolutely.
Because we're always going and here. So I selected for today, I selected the gold mask. And so my intention would be, I honor my intuition. I accept my path. I'm healing in mind, body, and spirit. And I just love that, because just like yoga, we can set our intentions, and just as we're laying there with our masks, we can manifest that, right?
It's all about manifesting. And a great example with the gold is if you have a decision to make and your logic is telling you one thing and then your heart is telling you another, put on a gold mask, allow the energy to work. Your skin's gonna look and feel amazing. You're gonna have a chance to just listen. And that's really it's the beauty about it. You don't have to understand the energy for it to work. You just have to be open to receiving that energy. And whatever your beliefs are, it's irrelevant. If you love to go for, a walk to get the answers, also really works. It's just about really going within and again, giving yourself the gift of time for the product to deliver both from the inside and out. And that's really what drives me. And that's why I got in this industry, because I love helping my clients and I love when other women and men feel good about themselves.
I love that. And just to quickly introduce myself to your followers.
Yes.
So I'm Tara Peterson. I'm one of the co-founders of NuFace, and we are the pioneers of microcurrent skincare. So we have devices and skincare that lift, tone, and contour your face, your body. But talking about this kind of spiritual energy, microcurrent's more of a holistic approach to anti-aging. So there's an electrical current in our bodies, right? And some people, we don't realize that every molecule within our body, right, has a frequency. And as we age, that frequency starts to slow down. And so what microcurrent does is it goes in and works as an external battery, jump starting our cells, so everything functions at a better rate. May it be the collagen elastin production, just the skin tone, the glow of the skin, cell renewal. So it truly is so critical to go to, my mom always says, it's you go to the cause and not the symptom. You treat the cause and not the symptom, right? Because we could just, take a pill, and is that really actually going to treat the cause of the problem? And so truly with energy work, with microcurrent, we're working with the cause. So let's get into it, because we have a lot to go over today. So I'm going to be the student today. So I'm so excited for this first part for you to teach me all about the Knesko masks and how we can do this at home and truly get these professional grade treatments at home.
Absolutely. Well, I believe you have the gold mask open, right?
I do.
All right. So just to save some time, guys, we'll open up our masks. And today you're going to be doing the gold and I'm going to be doing the diamond. So the thing with my mask, what I like to do is when they come in, I'm just going to quickly show this. When they are purchased, they come in a 4-pack for best results. I usually recommend once a week with NuFace, because NuFace at Knesko has been saving my skin while the spas are closed. And always when I travel, but it comes like this, okay? And so what I normally like to do is I like to first open it up and then pour the ounce of serum into a cup. So do you have your cup out? Cheers.
Yes. I so many times this morning as I was getting ready, because I have my tea in my bigger cup, I like almost picked this up to take a sip. I was like, nope, do not do that.
So I like to pour this extra serum in a cup, and then later I will do like a full body treatment. But for now, let's start with the mask. And I do warn you, it is meant to be done laying down. So we'll be really good at multi-masking for this particular example. So I will start with the top first. And you guys can see the thickness of my mask is 10 times more serum than any other masks on the market. So again, like Tara, you said it so well. Like, I mean, I've never heard anybody say it so well, to be honest. It is truly like a big serum infusion into your face. So I typically like to have my mask right under my lash line. So if you like to reposition it, feel free to lift it. Mm-hmm. It's really nice because it's hydrogel and it's designed to be molded into your skin. So you can really play with that. For me, it's so important to go right under my lashes. Like, I'm not sleeping much at the moment with my baby. She's waking up a lot. So I get quite dark under the eyes. And it's so cooling. Do you feel it?
It feels so good.
Okay.
And I have to say, you look like Catwoman when you put this on. You look so beautiful.
It's, somebody actually did an article, which I don't promote driving and masking, never, but it was like a funny one. Like, what do you do in LA when you're stuck in traffic? Like when you literally But I love these for the planes. I know you travel a ton, so I do it. Well, usually, not now, of course. And this is like my next go-to when I travel. So that's really good. So you see how you went under the lashes? Mm-hmm. Sometimes clients are like, they just leave it lower. Like, don't be afraid. It's your product. It's going to work around you. So feel free to lift it and get to those areas that you need to get to. So let's do the bottom. So really important tip with my mask is Thanks everybody for your beautiful comments. I love it. It's a 2-piece for many reasons. One of them is that you can really shape it to your face. You never want to go straight across. So you don't want to do this. Let me first show you, because it's going to drag and pull. You always want to overlap top and bottom and pull it up, almost like tightening the jawline.
Mm-hmm.
You see that?
Mm-hmm.
And this way, you're really getting a good firm hug. So if you have to be sitting, you totally can. But again, like if you ever, let's say you want a multi-mask because you're maybe working on your laptop and you want to wear it and not necessarily lie down, even though we highly recommend giving yourself at least 10 minutes. And if you, let's say you're doing this, in my instance right now, it's fine. But let's say, depending on how much serum you were to pull out, let's say it feels like it's slipping, all you ever have to do is remove it for a second and then massage all that extra serum into the skin, because we're layering that serum. So you know, just like, you know, go ahead and apply that and then reapply. That's only if you feel like you need that. If you're super dry, like I tend to be on a drier side, my skin just gonna absorb most of it.
Yeah.
And I actually want more. So we recommend 20 minutes to 40 minutes. 20 minutes, you would typically find you will get majority of product penetrating. We use polypeptide delivery system and gem clinical technology, which infuses gemstone therapy with clinical actives. So in your instance, Kiara, you're wearing our global bestseller, which is how I started my company. I literally had one product, which was that 8 years ago. And I dropped it off at the Wilshire Four Seasons. I literally walked in, cold call, and they called me 7 days later. And today we are, you know, all over the world with Four Seasons and many other brands, like you mentioned. But, you know, it's because the products deliver and they speak, and they work so well in treatment room with your product, but also with other brands. So the gold mask, super quick. It's all about firm, lift, and hydrate. So this is going to be also helpful with inflammation in the skin, depuffing, great for any like sunburn, redness, rosacea. But of course, with rosacea, depends if it like, what's the main cause. A lot of people will find reduction of, redness in the skin. So a lot of like hotels or poolside. So if you have to go to Montage or Four Seasons or Fairmont, they all have poolside Knesko menu, literally. So collagen and cocktails.
I love that. And it does feel so good. And I wish we all could be poolside right now. But I remember a few years ago, I went with my husband and my mother-in-law to the Four Seasons Maui. And we were hanging out by the pool. And I look over and someone was getting a poolside new face treatment. And it's the most amazing thing, but it was the coolest thing for me to see, because I was like, oh my gosh, like it's like your baby out in the wild. So it was so fun. But these poolside treatments are just to die for. They're so good.
So let's do a little trip. So do me a favor. So see how your mask is coming down a little bit.
Yeah.
Normal, because you're fully standing up and talking. So take it off and pull it. Like I want you to feel comfortable, because it's your product, right? So you can move it around.
Yeah.
Take it off and then pull it really nice, snug, so that there's nothing. So it's really smooth.
Oh, got it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now you can do yoga. No, I'm just kidding.
So one of the treatments you were telling me about is you can actually do this and then take your roller and then roll over your mask. So can you show me how to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is our new, well, not new, but we have them in beautiful kits, discovery kit, our basically roller. We have 4 different to pair for different masks. So right now you have rose quartz and I have white jade. They are launching next on the 15th of July individually, which I'm so excited. So this is really to help push product deeper into the skin, but also to help with lymphatic drainage. So you don't have to press hard. So because you have the mask on, when you get to the ear area, just lift it. Very similar moves to what you do in New Face as well. So I like to go in 3s. And the benefit of the rollers is they help to move lymphatic. They're really calming and cooling. I love to chill them in the fridge. So when you do it, just do it really smooth. You don't have to lift. Yeah, perfect. Very nice. So if you want to manipulate the muscles, you want to do that without the mask on, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Just to really calm, tighten the skin, push the pores, and then underneath the eyes, really smooth, just like that. And so you have rose quartz, which is all about calming and soothing. And I have the white jade, which is all about contouring and for like a refresh. So great for diamond collection. And then we also have green jade, and we have the black, obsidian for detox line. No worries.
I should be laying down.
You're doing a great job.
So what did you say the white roller was for, the one that you're using?
Do me a favor, Tara. This is actually really good for people to see. If you
Okay.
know it's a little bit dry, just dip it in a little bit more serum.
Put it in more serum? Okay.
Yeah. So just on the edges. So while you're doing that, and actually, if you guys ever at home feel like your mask is like it's drying out, you can actually layer it and you can go back in and put it on.
Can you use these more than once?
Can you
Like, so could you get more than one treatment at it? So if I finish this, could I put it back into the package and then use it again the next day?
Absolutely. You can actually use this within 24 hours 2 times. However, I recommend instead to pour the serum just like that. And then to actually use the serum all over the body as a firming body treatment. So what you experience there, and I'm so glad we're doing this class because this can happen to people, is that your mask absorbed a lot of serum, your skin was absorbing a lot of your serum. So because we're talking and standing, you probably had to just re-dip it back in. And that's so normal. Like when you're traveling on the plane, or if you ever feel really dry, like I always use my face mask, and it literally with the combination of serum and the, it just sucks it all in. So don't be afraid to re-dip it in if you're really dry as well.
Okay. Which I love that, because when I was doing a Net-a-Porter event a few months ago,
yeah,
Newbie, who's one of the, I think she's a beauty director. She was hosting the event, and she said the best beauty advice that she's ever received was to layer your serums. And what she meant by that is you take your serum, let it seep within the skin, and then once it's dry again, you apply more of that same serum.
Well, that is so true. And this is, do you see it? Do you feel it?
Yes.
And this is literally like with us. And so what we're doing is we're being very advanced right now. We're talking, we're doing live, we're being, people don't do this at home. But when you relax, lying down, and just allow yourself the time out and then follow up with new face, you're literally getting a legit facial at home. You're trying to maintain your skin. And for us, we know, and I watched one of your videos, and you said when you're starting younger, you're just delaying. And that's what I always say. Knesko is for all ages. The sooner you start, the better your skin will be. And I'm such a big I really believe in starting younger and maintaining your skin for longer, to delay, aging as long as possible, and to age beautifully. And, we're all aging. It's not going to prevent it, but it's going to make you age, subtle.
Yeah, it's so true. I mean, prevention's key. And again, I've been talking about this because, one, I'm freckly, right? And so being freckly and blue eyes, I have, even my arms are more freckly. And so, I'm just more prone to skin damage and sun damage. So it is so critical to prevent, and starting our little ones off with SPF, no matter if they're going to the park or, of course, absolutely at the beach. We need to protect our skin. And if you're going out in the sun, get a big hat. But don't forget your arms. Don't forget your legs. Don't forget, your hands, your ears. Your décolleté, I mean, you really, this area is exposed all the time, so we need to protect it. But I love this. That's what I did last night with this serum. I actually poured it into my champagne glass, and I sat on my couch and I just applied it to my décolleté and my arms and my face, and it felt so good.
I just honestly love what you're doing right now. That's literally what I do. Like the thing with my product, and I think you can really see that is if somebody's looking for a mask in 10 minutes is completely dry and you can do like splits while doing the mask, go for that. But you will always feel like I need more. With Knesko, look what we're doing. Like we're layering. We are like, it is so much value. One of my 4 treatments has 4 ounces of serum. You know how much serum costs. I mean, people literally bottle this thing and like use it like for 3 days after too. And I agree with you. Just wanted to add like sun damage. Like I've noticed after 2 kids, like I don't even go to my backyard to play with my kids without wearing my SPF.
Yeah.
And I've got the cool hat that covers my whole face.
Totally. I mean,
and I'm teaching my kids.
Luckily they're in now, those big shades are in, so it's like we don't need to be concerned we look funny. I mean, we truly are protecting our skins. Okay, so let's remove this.
Yeah. I want to just say one thing as we're removing it. So I mentioned the gold is firm, lift, hydrate. Diamond, it's all about brighten, energize, and hydrate. So this is great for hyperpigmentation, dark spots, dark circles, and just a really nice red carpet glow. So we take it off like that. And a little trick for everybody, guys. I actually did a little experiment to show you. I put the gold mask in a hot water. It's completely biodegradable, so completely melted.
Oh my gosh.
So we're not just clinical, we're clean. So all our products are also biodegradable and designed to really deliver without causing damage to our Mother Earth. So
I love that. I mean, because that's one thing, and I say with New Face is one of the most sustainable products because you're not throwing it away every 30, 60, 90 days. And I love that this was totally biodegradable. I mean, that's actually really fun to see that this melts down to nothing. And again, that's what we're putting on your face. You want to put this solidified serum on your face, and this is really the first time I've actually thought about that. This is a solidified serum, so the fact that we're actually putting it on our skin for 15, 20, 30 minutes and letting all of that serum seep within our skin, hydration is the #1 contributor to aging.
Absolutely.
Besides the sun. So you have to keep your skin super hydrated, and of course, then all of the other amazing ingredients, it's just going to enhance your overall. And because you were so generous, Layla sent me a neck mask and a décolleté mask. So I'm going to post some photos later on today. I'm so excited because, you can see my sun damage. Like I ran, all my life or most of my life. And so now I'm really like, this is an area that I'm really focused on. So I'm going to be using those décolleté masks all the time. So
you learned some great tips from me with the extra serum. And just so you know, we actually have a multi-masking kit that has all my best sellers in there. So like face, eyes, neck, and décolleté. And if you ever don't want to use décolleté on, like it's like a 2-piece, actually it makes like all for the neck. So it can be 1 neck and 2 décolleté pieces or 3 neck treatments.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I love that. Yeah, the neck too. I mean, it's, again, that skin is so thin, so it's going to be prone to dehydration. So again, take your moisturizers from the hairline down to your nipples. You want to mask down to your nipples too. So I'm taking some of the serum and I'm just applying it to my skin because I want to further kind of push the serum deeper into my skin.
Roller. Put it with the roller in. You can actually massage it with the roller.
Okay.
And how's that feeling for you?
It feels so good. And this is the other thing that I recognized last night is sometimes when I would do this like layering of the serums, once I got to like layer 3 or 4, my skin started to feel like tacky and like as if I had layers of product on my face, not that it was actually seeping into the skin. With this product, there was no tackiness. It actually just felt that everything was completely absorbed into my skin. And you guys, this was the second time that I used Knesko. So I'm telling you from a real life testimonial. I'm of course not getting paid. This is really truly the love of our professional channel and really giving you as much information and tools to take your professional treatments home, because we can't go to our spa right now, unfortunately, but we don't want our skin to go without.
No, absolutely. And now we're ready for my favorite new face. And I have to say, your gel with my serum is perfect.
Right?
It's thicker and it's full of like the hyaluronic acid, like my mask, because we're all about hyaluronic and collagen. And so it's just a really great facial for home care. Absolutely.
So let's do this. So now let's apply our gel primer, because my skin does feel super hydrated already. So you probably will need less of your gel primer. You won't need as much when you're doing your treatment.
Okay, so where would you like me to apply? On my neck?
Let's do the neck. Yep. So always start with your neck when you're doing your new face treatment. It truly is, again, one of the areas that starts aging right after the eyes. And I'm going to use my Trinity device. So what we're going to go over is we're going to go over, after you mask, your Trinity, and then I'm quickly going to show you how to enhance your treatment with your red LED and your eye and lip attachment. And so as I put the gel primer on my neck, what we want to do is just slowly glide towards the back of the neck. And feel free, everybody, I know that there's always tons of questions. You can either put them in the question box or in the comments, and we'll try to get to as many questions as we go through the new face treatment, because you can see what we're doing, but we really want to answer some of your questions. So the first question that I'm going to put up is, I have hyperpigmentation due to sun damage. Yes. Does my new face provide a risk of creating more hyperpigmentation? Absolutely not. No. So you just want to really make sure that you're protecting your skin. Microcurrent does not make your skin more sensitive. You actually could do a new face treatment and then go lay out in the sun if you wanted to. Not that we recommend that, but that is an option. That's why there's new face treatments poolside at the Four Seasons Maui.
That's right.
And then can I use the new face as well as Nanocurrent device? You don't need both. That would be overdoing it. You only need one. And most of the clinical studies are actually done on microcurrent. There hasn't been a lot of clinicals, if any, done on nanocurrent. I used my mini for the first time. When I was done, I tasted metallic. Yep. So that's common. It's actually the microcurrent kind of meeting your salivary glands and your just kind of like the detoxification in your mouth. So it's completely fine. When you're done with the treatment, just drink like 8 ounces of water. It's just like a massage. We've increased that circulation, so now we want to aid in the detoxification.
Absolutely.
So
great.
So Layla, tell me about your skin. What are you looking to accomplish? Because I think that's one of the things that I love about New Face is when we're in the professional setting, we're able to ask our clients, what is your area of concern? What are you looking to do? And so for you, where do you want to focus?
So for sure, for me, reaching my 40s now, definitely this area here. So keeping tightening around my jawline, neck area, and cheeks, and just really keeping the muscles strong and tight, trying to prevent as quickly, as soon as possible. That's probably my biggest area of concern. Preventative measures in my late 30s, reaching 40s. So.
Well, and I have to say, a couple things. When you're in your late 30s, like what you do already, Layla, it's so important to be consistent with your new face, because those muscles are starting to go south. It's gravity, it takes
Right.
hold. We're gonna fight tooth and nail, right, to keep everything nice and lifted. And at 42, it's interesting because we started New Face when I was 24, 25. I had no idea what the aging process was then, you know? And so now I'm like, holy moly, like this is the best gift that I could have because I've been able to prolong any fillers, Botox, anything. And, you know, it truly is more of a natural approach to anti-aging. And that's not to say that at some point I potentially will go down that route. But that's the cool thing. I always say is New Face is like Switzerland. No matter if whatever you're doing on your face, New Face can be just an added enhancement to truly take your results to the next level. So we talked about kind of the muscles, you know, making sure everything stays nice and tight. And I do have to say with your serum, my skin is 100% more hydrated than without doing my mask and my serum before.
Awesome.
And you can start to see on my face already that lift. Can you see this? Look at when I smile.
So cool.
Right? So this in your 30s, you definitely want to pay a lot of attention to the lower half of the face,
right.
The neck, the cheeks, the jowls. And so this is a really great area to use the advanced techniques. So what I want you to do is I want you to go in underneath your cheekbone and kind of lock in and hold for 1 to 2 beeps. Perfect. So what we're doing is we're targeting all of that microcurrent underneath this cheekbone. So naturally it's going to lift this whole cheekbone up, eliminating this jowl and really kind of giving this whole lower face more of a contoured look. And you can hold it for 1 to 2 beeps. And then we're going to work our way all the way back to the lobe of the ear.
That's what I've seen you do, and I really like that. So am I doing it right?
Yep, it's perfect.
And how long do you do that for? How long do you leave it on?
So you want to hold each point for 1 to 2 beeps.
Okay.
And I kind of start at the gels and then I glide up and then like lock up right underneath that cheekbone. So you really start to feel like a sculptor. You're going in and you're sculpting your face, because if you're in your mid to late 30s and beyond, you're starting to see your face fall. That's why you need microcurrent. Microcurrent is going to stimulate the muscles. Gravity's starting to hold on and pull us down. We're doing the opposite. We're actually lifting everything back up. And remember, the muscles and the skin on the face are connected. So if you're not stimulating the facial muscles, you're actually missing 50% of your total skin health.
Yeah, for sure. I did a like face yoga live the other day. It was just like really interesting. Like muscles are so important to, you know, keep them active on your face and your neck.
It's so important. So let me answer a few more questions here. Okay, I have the New Face Fix and I use it around my eyes, but it makes the area around my eyes sensitive and red. So are you using enough serum? If you're feeling the current or if you're feeling any type of sensitivity, you want to make sure that you have enough serum, which is the Fix serum, but also you don't need to be, the eye area is delicate, right? So you want to make sure that the device is effortlessly gliding along the skin and you're not putting pressure on that area, and that should help you. Okay. How do you choose what setting to put it on? Low, medium, or high? I always start my clients off at high, so all 5 of the lights are eliminated. If you have the mini device, which I have over here, this is low, and then you press it once. Sorry, that's low. You press it once, that's medium. and then that's high. So when the last two LEDs are illuminated, that means that it's on high.
I always use high.
Always. Always.
Top. Yeah, for sure.
If you're feeling the current, you want to apply more gel. If you're really, really sensitive, and that's a small percentage of our clients, then you can turn the device down. Or if you have rosacea, you don't want to overstimulate those areas, so you can start on a medium level. Great question there. I know the microcurrent gel is supposed to be left on, so after my treatment, do I place my serums and moisturizers after? So you can leave the gel primers on, or you can remove them. So if you're going to apply serums, you could apply the serum before your gel primer, like we did today, but it has to be a water-based serum. It can't be oil-based. Oil will block the current. And then after you do your new face treatment, you can just put your moisturizer on, SPF, and you're ready for the day. If you do want to remove the gel primer, then of course you could put more serums on after, but you don't want to do your gel primer and then serum, because the gel primer has a thicker consistency and it's actually going to block that serum from actually getting deep into the skin. So I hope that makes sense.
Totally.
We always say with consistency, so how you layer your skincare is from thinnest to thickest. So that's kind of the rule of thumb there. Okay, so now let's go up to the forehead. So the forehead, and you can see we're spending more time on the lower half because that's what Layla said, that's her kind of area that she wants to focus on. And that's great. You can just focus on the lower half of the face. And then if you wanted to, you could go up to the forehead. So we'll just do a quick treatment on the forehead. And then I'm going to show Layla how to do more of the attachments to get the best out of her Trinity device.
Yeah, I've had the Trinity for years. And then I had these ones and my mom took them. So
oh, really?
Yeah, when I was in Australia, she lives there. She stole them from me. So
well, we'll show you how to do those. So you have 3 glides here. So you're doing the thick of the brow up to the hairline, the arch the brow up to the hairline.
So I have a question. I know you say 3 minutes minimum a day. Is it 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
So what if I do 20 minutes because I'm watching TV and I'm not get so good at it that I don't actually look at myself in the mirror. I'm just like sitting there. Okay, is it too much, 20 minutes every day?
Totally fine. You don't need to do it 20 minutes, and you do want to give your face time to rest, right? Just like exercise, you need those rest days to let your body kind of catch up. So you don't need to. If you're a person that's going, okay, well, I can't even fit in, new face for 5 minutes, 3 times a week, like truly, I'd rather you do new face more often for a less period of time than a longer treatment, but less often. Mm-hmm. So for you, your face, kind of your time. It's great if you want to do 20 minutes. I typically do around 10 minutes on myself a day.
Yeah, I mean, on average, it's about 10, I find.
Yeah, exactly.
Side of the face. So let's say you have like a special event and you're going out and you just did a Knesko mask for a flawless complexion and you want a bit of a lift with it. What somebody just starting today, or if you're just using it like every day for 5-10 minutes, then is there any like a power treatment you can do to just do like a quick lift?
I love that question. So yeah, so if you're going on a hot date or a big event and you want extra beautiful skin, do your Knesko mask and then do your new face for 20 minutes. So you're going to get a better result if you do it for longer. So great question.
Okay, good.
Okay, so let's exchange the attachments. And we're kind of getting short on time already, which I can't even believe it. These lives just fly by. So I'm going to quickly show you how to do this, and then you can just kind of continue your treatments after our time together.
Yeah.
So again, turn your device on and turn it on high. So our circular muscles of our eyes and our mouth are just that. They're circular. And as we age, they start to become oval. So it's really important that we're treating these circular muscles in accordance to the muscle direction. So if you saw Layla when she was using her roller, she was actually going out, right? With your new face, you're actually going inward. And that's because we're working from the origin to the insertion of the muscle. Okay, so we want to go inward on this eye, as well as when you put your eye cream on, you always want to tap inward. You don't want to be pulling at the skin. So that eye tissue, even when you're using your fixed device, you want a delicate touch. You never want to be pulling anywhere at the skin, anywhere on the face or the neck.
I love this one. It feels so relaxing.
Right? And you can get right to that lash line. And so if you have dark circles, if you have puffiness, if you're just finding that as you're getting older, maybe your eyes are not as wide as they were when you were younger, this is going to be the attachment you want for your Trinity, because it truly will take your treatments to the next level. And you'll see the results that we get on our face. It truly just opens up the eye, which in turn opens up the face and makes us look younger and more alert.
This is just the eye attachment?
This is the eye and lip attachment.
Very cool.
And you're getting, look at your eyebrow. Look how lifted your eye is.
Yeah, for
one
sure.
side compared to the other side. Look at that.
I'm ready for my night out.
It's sexy,
Where do I
sexy.
go?
Right?
I love it. No, it's really amazing.
So with the mini device, unfortunately, because that doesn't have the interchangeable treatment attachments, you can't use the Trinity or the mini underneath the eye. The sphere size is too large to get within this delicate circular muscle. That's the biggest point of difference between the Trinity and the mini, is the Trinity has all these different attachments. So is it PM? Yeah, so you can use your new face morning or night. It doesn't matter. Whatever works in to your schedule. So I'm going to just quickly go through some of these questions because we're going to be wrapping up here in just a second.
So much fun. It goes so fast.
Right? So you can just use an alcohol wipe to sanitize all of your devices. Is there a good position to lift the gel? So I'm going to be doing little micro treatment lives that's going to be catered to all of the different areas of concern, including the gels, including the neck, the 11s. And so stay tuned for that to see more of the advanced treatments. Can I use any other serums besides the New Face serum? So you can use any New Face or non-New Face water-based serum, but you have to use the New Face activator. This is not optional. This is your conductor. This is what's going to take that microcurrent down to the muscles. And I'm going to, Layla, really quick, I'm going to show you how to do your lips with the eye and lip attachment, because I just love this. You have nice full lips already, but I don't. So I like to do it here. And basically what I'm doing is I'm whitening and
Where
keeping.
are you holding it? Under, like on the side of the nose?
Yep. So underneath the nose, so you're not touching the nose, kind of that in between your nose and your lip. And you're lifting up. So we want to lift that muscle up. My corners of my mouth turn south. And so I'll go right here because I want to re-educate this whole mouth muscle to basically lift and stay nice and toned. So this is really great because, again, as we age, the lips become thinner.
No, for sure.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the lower, you're just going to hold. You're just going to hold.
Do you do these attachments every day? So let's say we do 5-10 minutes a day. Does that include one attachment or just combination of 3?
Pick one attachment in a setting. So if I'm going to use my microcurrent in the morning, I usually use my facial trainer. And then at night, I do my red LED. And then the next day, I'll do the L attachment, the eye and lip attachment. And then this at night. So you don't try to do too many attachments all at once. One, it's a big time commitment. You don't need to do that. Again, I'd rather you be more consistent with using your device than doing one like mega treatment and then not doing it again for the next week. Consistency and building that muscle re-education within the body is going to be really key to your overall results. So let's look in the mirror again. Do this invisible line down the face. Smile. Look at this. Look at that. Look at yours too. I mean, your eye is totally popped. Your cheekbone. Look at the eye here. What are you seeing on your face?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. But I mean, I'll be really honest. I've been like new facing every day.
you are
like I'm already lifting for the last week. You know, just gradual.
Right. But you know what? Even when you like, still, I'll look in the mirror and go, "Holy moly! I've been lifting my face for 15 years." The fact that I still get this like instant result, and when we took a hiatus for a couple weeks, I wasn't lifting as much, and I totally started to see my like eyes fall. So it's like exercise. If we're really consistent with it, and then we take 3 weeks off, what happens? Everything starts to go back to where they originally were. So the last thing I want you to do at home, Layla, is I want you to do your red LED. Do this at night. You don't need any primer, but basically what I want you to do is I want you to divide your face into 7 sections, and you can either hold within that section for 3 minutes, just like this, or you could glide. And so you could put your serum on your skin. So I'm putting, again, more of your serum.
You mean the Knesko serum, right?
The Knesko serum, So you can put the Knesko serum on the face and the neck, and that will help it really glide. See that difference?
Oh yeah. This is such a good, our serums are really meant for each other.
Right? And so you can just glide.
Oh yeah.
Always kind of in the direction like you use your new face. Or if you have a big trouble spot, just hold it there for 3 minutes. So truly, with your Knesko mask, you're getting so much more than just a mask. You're getting a serum. You're getting a mask. You're getting a serum for your red light. So you can use it so many different ways. It's this like versatility that you can use Knesko and NuFace together, which again, this is what our professionals use in the professional spas. And we're not talking about any old spa. We're talking about the most beautiful spas in the country, including Montage, the Four Seasons, the Fairmonts,
Langham's, Montage, yes.
Yes, the Langham. So, I mean, it truly is like the best of the best spas. And these are different tips and tricks. So, Layla, I'm going to sign off, but I wanted to thank you so much for helping me create some of these protocols. I just love them.
I'm so excited.
A reminder to everybody, you can find the NuFace products on mynewface.com and the Knesko products at kneskoskin.com. Feel free to follow both of us with tips and tricks too.
Yeah, it's Knesko.com.
Oh, Knesko.com. Knesko.com.
Thank you so much for having me. I love you and your products. This was so big.
This is great. I'm going to continue to treat my face. So thank you for the excuse to give my skin some love.
Thank you. You too.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.